can keep talking. I don't care. I mean, I can start the showcase in like 10 seconds.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Crying.
Yo, welcome to another My Singing Monsters showcase. This showcase is for basically what is, I guess I'll call it a mini island. Well, I guess it's not really a mini island. It's called Thunderbeach.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's Thunderbeach, and the whole scenario is that it's got a few new electric monsters on it because you got this dude. He's called the Natural Wubbox, and it's like a different type of By the way, this is for all those My Singing Monsters fans who would know what the heck I'm actually talking about. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just checking something.
Okay, well, I need to read that. Okay, so the Natural Wubbox is basically a natural counterpart to the Wubbox from My Singing Monsters, who is of the supernatural class. And since the Natural Wubbox has the natural class, he can breed with other natural monsters. And on Thunderbeach, those monsters would be Toejammer, Potbelly, Noggin, and Tweedle. And by the way, this is what all the new monsters look like. This one is Coccyx. This is Sholem. This guy here, I forgot his name, and I forgot this guy's name too. So
I have a question.
What's your question, Joey?
So Wubbox is supernatural, and now there's a natural variant. Does that mean natural monsters will get a supernatural variant?
No, it doesn't.
At some point in the future?
No, probably not.
He's just there through some rhyme or reason, magical means.
It's in the script.
Okay.
So
it actually is.
I have all these guys posted on Amino, so I'm gonna read their posts. So
as is a custom with these showcases.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. So the song for Natural Wubbox includes electricity from the hands, which makes a synthesizer sound. He chatters his teeth, which act as a cymbal, and he stomps his feet, which act as a bass drum. So here's a drawing of Natural Wubbox alone and using his electricity. And by the way, he has this little swirly tattoo on his chest that glows white whenever he uses electricity.
That's the representation of his core.
Yeah, and it's just a normal blue color when he doesn't use his electricity. So his element is obviously electricity, and his bio is yet another example of the confusion regarding the Wubbox's class. Supernatural, ethereal, or natural? Nobody knows anymore! But this particular fella seems to exude a more natural nature, fitting in better with its more lowbrow lyricists and instrumentalists, but I didn't write that because I wanted to squeeze in a good old alliteration. And now I write a little fun fact about all my monsters. So, Natural Wubbox is first, or has lots of static electricity, so we can perform better.
Dude, you're so good at writing the bios.
With this synthesizer thing. Also, thank you, Joey. I appreciate that.
They sound like they're from the actual game. Also, the lightning looks, lit.
Thank you. I haven't even gotten close to that. So, this next one is Coccyx. It's fun fact, it originally started out as a contest entry, but I decided to turn it into an actual monster on an actual island. So its elements are electricity and air, so you would breed your Natural Wubbox in a Tweedle. And so, the whole deal with Coccyx's song is it's a singer, and if you rub your hand on your Adam's apple, this mostly applies to dudes. Hey guys, do that into the speaker, please. Yeah, that's what Coccyx sounds like. You gotta rub your hand on your Adam's apple and it'll make it sound really weird.
That's how they do SpongeBob's laugh.
Yeah, but Coccyx's laugh would be like a really high-pitched male voice, so it'd be more of a soprano. And here's the bio. The Coccyx is a being that seems to possess endless energy, which is true. These monsters breathe in the air and convert it into electricity through a highly adapted internal process.
That's awesome.
Thank you. You could say that a Coccyx is like a battery, except they power themselves, not things around them. This results in a personality made primarily of frequent displays of vim and childlike enthusiasm. This and a constant urge to dance and fidget is quite the combo, to say the least. And here's the factoid. If you rub a Coccyx on anything fluffy and make it have contact with metal, all of its stored electricity will be expelled in a bright explosion. Just imagine like a lightning firework.
You know Electro from Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Like, I'd imagine this, and you know how awesome his lightning looks in that movie?
Yeah, it's like blue and orange.
Yeah, I think that's what the explosion would look like when he gets blown up. Just...
I'd like to think it's yellow, because Wubbox already has blue electricity on the Thunderbeach. Joey did that weird thing that people do when you're like
Blah, 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 blah.
like a blah 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 thing with your hand. Next up is Cousin, the earth and electricity monster. Its song is digital percussion. It's probably something you'd make in GarageBand. It's like 8-bit percussion. You guys know what that is. It's something you'd hear in Undertale.
I don't.
You don't know what that means? You don't know like 8-bit sounds?
Oh yeah, that's percussion.
Yeah, just like the that's
Oh,
percussion.
the beat.
Yeah, that's like
I got it.
Okay. So its elements, earth and electricity, the bio. The cousin, along with the rest of the electricity elementals, is a thing of the future. Its head is a technological marvel that was invented by an, as of now, unknown monster.
Ooh.
The special visor-esque unit on a cousin's forehead and scalp projects a slew of bright lights and beepish boops,
Ooh.
dazzling whoever decides to watch a performance. But this piece of tech doesn't do very much for their intelligence. They're dumb as heck. And then the fun factoid about cousin is that they refer to each other as cousins, but their name is a combination of crust and synthesizer. So their name has nothing to do with the word cousin.
Also, he started laughing there because I farted.
Yeah, Joey farted. What was that, Joey?
I said, I really hope they heard it because I don't think they did.
Okay. Next up is Photosynth, the plant and electricity monster, in case you couldn't freaking tell. So I think this is one of my more favored electricity elementals that I've designed because I don't know, I just feel like I guess he has a little bit more personality than the other ones. Like he's just like, whoa, bro, because he's a cool dude, I guess. His song is a basic, fast-paced synthesizer. It's like if any of you used the My Singing Monsters Composer app, it'd sound something like Rare Deej and Riff overlapped.
That's cool.
Or maybe, yeah, Rare Deej and Riff overlapped. So his, I said the elements. His bio is, whoa, bro, it's Photosynth, the raddest party animal of them all. These monsters are the embodiment of the phrase "for show," as they're all about putting on some stellar displays of mad synth skills. Photosynth and sorry, I thought Joey was raising his hand for a question, but he just did an okay sign. As they're all about putting on some stellar displays for mad synth skills. Photosynth enjoys spreading a combination of pure radical radiance and natural notoriety by absolutely shredding their photosynthesizer, an instrument that absorbs light and emits sound when the pedals/keys are touched.
Dude, okay, hold on. Let me read this real quick. Photosynth enjoys spreading a combination of pure radical radiance and natural notoriety by absolutely shredding their photosynthesizer. What a sentence, might I add.
Thank you. Factoid. Photosynth isn't wearing a pair of 6 shades at all. Those are special solar panel-like shades that absorb reflected light, which allows them to see. But this light is also taken in as nutrients, which basically lets them eat. So, this instrument here, it's called a photosynthesizer. It's like synthesizer plus photosynthesis.
Oh, that's sick.
Because flowers, they're photosynthesis, and he's a freaking... You get the point. Yeah, so I managed to have a technological mishap. I accidentally stopped recording rather than pausing the recording. I'll just edit this together later. In the beginning of like the first half of the showcase, I might have called this guy Sholem. His name's actually Sholem. So this is the last new electric monster. I'm planning for the monster roster to be similar to the ethereal island with 5 single elementals, which makes for plenty of double elementals. This guy's name comes from shell, slug, and slam. Because you got this little star guy who slams on his shell, which causes a particular vocal effect to start playing. So Sholem is actually a singer, but the starfish on the shell, I call it a winkle. So this little guy, he's called a winkle.
That's so cute.
He pats the shell, which adds a bit more oomph to the song. So, normally he would kind of sound like ooh, but Joe, I need you to like tap on your throat and you say ooh. Ooh. It kind of does that sort of thing. His elements are water and electricity, and the bio is... The Sholem is primarily an underwater dweller, unlike most of the newly discovered electricity elementals. But they do come up onto land to perform, as their oohs and ahs add a certain filling to the song with their melodic voices.
Melodic.
Sholems! That was a typo. Sholems live mostly underwater because when on land, they leave behind a trail of electrified goo. It's called boogagoo. Oh,
Electric
it's-
Boogaloo.
It's actually Boolagoo, which slightly shocks anyone who happens to step in it. However, there is a bright side to these treacherous tracks. If scooped up and purified, it could be made into some pretty solid Boola juice. Factoid! Sholem's stripes can change from yellow to green and vice versa. This monster's inner electricity produces an effect similar to bioluminescence. So, if y'all have ever seen Epic Flog, probably one of the coolest looking singing monsters in the entire freaking game,
Yeah.
you'll notice that whenever like his chin is that a chin? Whenever his chin inflates, like he has yellow stripes on his back that turn green. These would have a similar coloring to it, but only these 4 stripes would change color, not the this thing.
Foot.
Is that a foot? I mean, I know snails have 1 foot, but
That's the foot.
I guess so. Hey Joey, did you know that astropod has 1 foot and it's shaped like a star?
Who's Astropod?
So now okay, let me try that again.
Wow.
So now I guess I can discuss how in the heck Thunderbeach works. So you have your 5 single elemental monsters on it, which would be Natural Wubbox, Tweedle, Toejammer, Potbelly, and Noggin. You would be able to teleport the Tweedle, Potbelly, Toejammer, and Noggin at level 20. So you got to feed them up to level 20, then you'll be able to teleport them over to Thunderbeach. And then you'd buy a Wubbox there, which would that probably cost diamonds. And then you can just start breeding away. And so since there would be 5 single element monsters on it, that means there would only be 2 element monsters. So the bit of a technical difficulty there. I just had to check if I was still recording. Crud.
Pause.
Okay, as I was saying, so there would only be 2 element monsters, but I may make a real electricity island that only has 4 monsters on it. So that means there'd be new electric 3 triple elementals and a new electric quad elemental. So I may do that sometime in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is done now.